Now let's keep this one brief, because I just want to give you a heads up. I'll do a more comprehensive video later. Now, on a day that saw protests against the government in more than 15 counties confirmed so far, it has generally been quiet. The Azimio leaders have not been seen in public. Late in the day, Raila Odinga tweeted protesting about the use of live ammunition by the Kenya police. And his tweet also accompanied a video of a young boy, not more than 12 years old, with a gunshot wound on their leg. I've also received various reports of strange happenings involving the police, kupiga raia risasi, okay, from all over the country. So the trend has continued. Now, in the hide and seek game apparently being played by the Azimio leaders, there's a video which had emerged, which we believe is authentic, although we're still trying to verify that for sure, showing Raila playing a jua with some locals at an undisclosed location. And on this day of maandamano, Ruto was in Kericho, where he addressed locals, talking about development projects and talking promises as usual. And folks, this is only day one of the protests. Now, if we can do a quick overview analysis of the situation, it is not looking good for the Kenya Kwanza government. Because today, Wednesday the 19th of July 2023, Kenya has been paralyzed. The government is not able to collect taxes, because to collect taxes, the government needs people to go to work. The government needs people to be active at the workplace, going into the supermarket, making purchases. VAT is charged at work, purchasing supplies. VAT is charged, offering services, VAT is charged, etc., etc. So revenue-wise, this has not been a good day for the Kenyan government. That is clear. And it is only day one of the 3-day protests. Now, the very tricky thing that is emerging is that the diplomatic community is getting very nervous and anxious. Now, one of the reasons for that is that there's a feeling that some in the diplomatic community were directly responsible for the source of our problems in Kenya. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the drama and the very perplexing mystery that unfolded at the borders of Kenya last August during the presidential elections, and after which Kenyans were presented with the results that did not make sense. Yeah, for the ordinary Kenyan, and more so for those of us who closely analyze politics in the country. And then, to make matters worse, the diplomatic community have been very quiet, as it has emerged very clearly that the police wanatumia risasi kwa raia ambaye hawana hatia, and they've kept quiet for a long time. And only at this 11th hour have they come out with a statement mentioning that. Of course, this was brought out yesterday by Raila, and of course it does not put them in a good position, and therefore it complicates the building crisis within Kenya. My heart goes out to all those Kenyans, a vast majority, millions of them, who survive on hand to mouth and do not have any earnings for today, and may not have any earnings for 3 days, today, tomorrow Thursday, and Friday. But it is clear that Kenyans are very determined to get themselves out of this situation of a high cost of living and a government which seems to be insensitive to the plight of Kenyans. And so, don't you find it strange that we're not having complaints from Kenyans that maandamano are interfering with their livelihood? Don't you find that strange? Because ordinarily, those are the kinds of complaints that would have had coming out thick and fast from the slum areas around Nairobi, Kibra, Mathare, Kangemi, etc., etc. But then that is not the narrative we're receiving from the people. No. The people are very adamant about the prices of unga coming down, about the cost of living coming down. Now, I have reason to believe that the UDA government miscalculated here. Somebody may have thought that ultimately the wananchi will get tired. They will start to feel that they are losing their daily livelihood as a result of the maandamano, and this will create a backlash against Azimio. That has not happened. And there are no signs, even in the horizon, that that will happen. And therefore it seems all Kenyans are speaking with one voice against the Finance Bill 2023, against the high cost of living. Of course, a simple solution for William Samoei Ruto to buy himself time and to buy the regime time, Moi once did this when he was cornered, is for him to come out and officially shelve the Finance Bill 2023, throw it out of the window, at least momentarily. And hopefully that will cool down the tempers in Kenya of the people. But there are no signs either of that happening, because Ruto anakaa ngumu. This seems to be his character. The way he does things, he does not cow to pressure. Although I've received information from some of the sources I trust that he was put under pressure to restore the security of former First Lady Mama Ngina Kenyatta, who is also the mother of former President Uhuru Kenyatta. In my opinion, withdrawing the security of Mama Ngina, for starters, was not a good idea. Even politically, definitely, there was going to be a backlash. Even if the Americans and the Britons did not complain, which is what I'm told happened in this case. They're the ones who put immense pressure on the William Samoei Ruto regime to restore the government security to Mama Ngina Kenyatta. Please allow me to sign off there and get back to my research and collecting information for a very detailed analysis tomorrow on day 2 of the maandamano. And meanwhile, of course, WIB number 111 is out, and you should have received it in your inbox by now. And I want to include a small clip concerning that WIB, moto kuliko pasi 10 za makaa, in this video. So until next time, this is Kshs, Kumekucha.
We on the outside continue to assume that this is a strong government with a plan, and with full government machinery to deal with anything thrown at it. In Kumekucha's latest Weekly Intelligence Briefings number 111, Kshs takes us deep behind the scenes to discover what is really shockingly happening. The betrayal, the panic, the cornered government. Despite the brave face of the president, most Kenyans say they did not elect, and his arrogant crony. You will not believe what is unfolding deep behind the scenes and close to the seat of power. It is a desperate government imploding. Take advantage of Kumekucha's 20 years of experience analyzing Kenyan politics, and his long years of learning the history and politics of Kenya under his late political lecturer to see beyond the smokescreen of Kenya Kwanza propaganda politics, if for nothing else to prepare you for the brand new, completely unrecognizable Kenya that will be loading shortly. Don't miss Kshs' latest Weekly Intelligence Briefings number 111, Moto Kuliko Pasi Yamaka. Subscription details in the description area of the latest Kumekucha video.